A local government spends $500,000 tax dollars to get you to, among other things, screw in green curlicue light bulbs and ride a bike. That's $500,000 tax dollars. And so far, they have a 1% success rate. Sounds like a job for Petunia the pork detective. Petunia was out on patrol looking for government waste when she discovered the City of Corvallis had received a $492,000 EPA Climate Showcase grant to teach their residents and businesses how to reduce energy use and carbon emissions. She thought this a bit strange given that Corvallis has one of the most highly educated and environmentally aware populations in Oregon, and surely they could figure out on their own how to reduce energy and carbon emissions without government help, especially in the middle of a long recession with rising energy prices. Corvallis proposed to do this with a program called Energize Corvallis, whose primary goals listed in their grant application are the reduction of 18,000 tons of CO2 and 3.8 million kilowatt hours in electricity reductions through modifying residents' behavior. Aside from the philosophical question if government should try to modify people's behaviors, these lofty goals were to be achieved through programs with spiffy-sounding names like Kilowatt Cruncher, Communities Take Charge, Green Shares, and Climate Masters. Quite literally, some of the activities described in their efforts are as simple as using energy-saving light bulbs and riding your bicycle instead of using a vehicle. I mean, really, Corvallis residents can't figure this out on their own? Just saying. So how are they doing now that they're halfway through their 3-year grant period? Well, according to their latest report, they're so far behind their CO2 and kilowatt-hour reductions, it's nearly impossible for them to reach even a small percentage of their stated goals. Their official Excel spreadsheet lists 22.95 tons of CO2 reduced when their goal was 18,000 tons over a 3-year grant period. This is 1/10 of 1%. Plus, their kilowatt-hour reduction is stated at 9,640 hours so far in a year and a half, when their stated goal is 3.8 million kilowatt hours per year. That's 2/10 of 1%, unless you figure the difference between 18 months and 12 months of kilowatt-hour reduction. But hey, who's counting? In virtually every one of their stated goals in their grant application, they're so far behind they'll need perhaps decades to do what they told the EPA they could do in 3 years. Even worse, they've expended 40% of the tax dollars from the grant, which means they're going to need a lot more money from you and me, perhaps millions more if they're going to meet their goals. These aren't exactly the kind of results I would want to showcase. Just saying. And that's why the City of Corvallis is the newest recipient of the highly coveted Petunia Pork Award.